following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah, go Cowboys!
This is Mick Shots.
Streaming live on DallasCowboys.com and the official Dallas Cowboys app.
Now, here are Bill Jones, Heckma Harrison, Everson Walls, and Mickey Spagnola.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Taj Mahal of football. We are here in the SWBC Mortgage Studios in Frisco, home of your Dallas Cowboys.
Right.
You like that? You like that? You like that?
I hate that you moved on me, man.
You know, hey,
we had the hood working over here, man.
A change had to
Yeah,
happen.
because I ain't in the hood.
Yeah.
I'm in the suburbs.
Yeah.
I'm in the suburbs.
Anyway,
You get where you
He done moved in Mickey's neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
Man, he done
Highland
left the
Park.
boy over here.
y'all messing up my intro, man. You are now rocking with the best. I'm Heckma Harrison.
There you go.
And as usual, at the desk is a Super Bowl champion. Now, Super Bowl champions are now at the desk. Everson Walls is here. Nate Newton has graced us with his presence this fine day. And the guy that the show is named after, Mickey Spagnola, is in the building as well. And gentlemen, as I always get an opportunity to host, Bill Jones is out today because of breaking news in basketball land. Guys, I'm going to start it the same and ask you, how are you today? And, Mickey, I will start with you, sir.
I am good. Good to be here with you guys. Good to have Nate with us, Everson, and yourself. So, yeah, I am just fine.
All right. And, Everson Walls, how are you this morning,
I'm
sir?
feeling fine. I'm a little bit unfinished. I got people at my house, you know.
Oh, no golf this morning?
Putting in stuff. No golf.
You know, I could always tell when you didn't play golf.
Why? I don't smell.
No, because your hand, when you play golf, your hands are usually smoky.
Oh, really?
Only I can say that. We can say it. I know when you've been playing golf.
You know how badly I played. Yeah, you know how badly I played.
Nate Newton, how are you this morning, this afternoon, sir?
Man, I am doing great, and I just now that we're going to the playoffs, I'm excited, and I'm just overjoyed.
I did not get the news flash.
I did not get that either.
What did we miss?
Yeah, what happened?
Wait, hold on now. Hold on. I ain't even go there. Go ahead on.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Go ahead. Go there. We're here.
The thoughts I got for 9 weeks is that if we use one of our draft picks, that we were going to the playoffs. That's what I thought now. So we went out and got a beast of a young man in Quentin Williams and a super smart, tough middle linebacker in Wilkins. And I thought we was going to the playoffs. I'm sorry. Nobody's excited like me.
Who told you that?
Well, that's what everybody said before.
Well, we ain't everybody.
The streets are talking. The streets are talking.
Yeah.
And playoff
The
is
podcasters are talking
Yeah.
to everybody. I'm sorry. That's why I said I tried to move on, but you wouldn't let me, sir.
Okay.
I tried to move on because I feel that, this smart group of individuals in here didn't feel that way. So,
Well, I must admit, it's around 9:38 last night.
right.
I think that's when the Heisman Trophy winner caught the pass from Jalen Hurts. And I felt that our season was gone, so I went, oh, well.
Is that what that meant? I had no idea what that meant. I didn't know.
Oh, well.
That was a foreshadow. Oh, well, I guess that's it.
I guess that's it.
Well,
Because that's the team we're trying to catch, right?
yes.
Who is that?
Philadelphia.
Are we?
Come on, Nate. Are you going to be a dark cloud today? Are you going to be a dark cloud today, Nate?
Built that way, born that way.
Yeah. Don't come here with that, man.
Mickey, did I not try to move on? Did I not try to move on? And you said, don't do that.
Yeah, right. Nate, you
I
going to come here with that?
would sit here and be quiet.
We know that's not possible. We know that's not possible.
We don't want that.
We don't,
The-
and
We don't
nobody
want that,
needs that.
Nate.
The thought was, Nate, it would be maybe easier to catch one team than leap over four teams
Right, okay, all
to
right.
get in as a final wild card.
Okay, all right. Okay.
But that was predicated on them losing last night.
Them who?
The Eagles losing
okay,
to the
okay.
Packers and losing to Detroit and losing to the Cowboys.
So Mickey's other boys couldn't help us last night.
Couldn't help.
He couldn't help us
Couldn't
last
help.
night.
And that's his team, y'all.
We know that's what we call him, his other boys.
yeah.
That's his other boys.
Was that gosh awful?
That was horrible, man.
Actually, the whole game.
The whole game. I knew that's why you could tell when they scored that touchdown.
That was it.
That was it. They could answer, but they weren't going to have two answers.
This is the new NFL, fellas.
And what does that mean?
Anything can happen.
No, this is the parity that the owners have been working for.
Okay.
And I think the way Philadelphia won last year going into it is the new NFL requires that if you don't have an elite quarterback, we're going to make sure our defense is sturdy and we're going to have some type of running game.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to hit you every now and then with a pass just to keep the ball. It's not – a lot of teams are getting smart. We're not going to keep wasting plays on down deep. They're going to go underneath. They're going to get the crossing routes. And that is what beat Green Bay last night, just being a little bit more sturdier, being a little bit more tougher, running the ball at the correct times. And this is a new NFL. You
can only do that with a good defense.
Yeah,
you
that's
can
that.
only do that with a good defense.
Can you say that again?
You can only do that with a good defense. And so when your defense has to keep giving you opportunities
Yes, sir.
to do that.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, if they don't hold, then you're falling behind. You got to change your game plan. Now you're throwing the ball all over.
And now you die.
Yeah.
The ugly death. Now you died the ugly death. You ain't dying it on the street.
That makes me feel even worse now.
No, I'm just saying.
I mean, I like that.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna leave death alone. But Mickey, go ahead on.
Mickey got a lot of stuff written in red over here, so I just
That's a lot of
That's a lot of red.
So I'm scared, right?
Yeah.
was on fire.
I don't know what this day holds, but he's writing in red. So let's get to that.
The blue pens ran out of ink.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There you go. Okay.
I thought that was fire coming off that paper.
You did hear Jerry Jones on 105.3 The Fan this morning.
I did, and I heard
anything you
Stephen
took from
Jones yesterday.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So you had a full of Joneses here the last few
a lot
days.
of Joneses.
Okay.
And we won't hear from
Too bad I can't be like them, but go ahead on.
we won't hear from Schottenheimer until tomorrow.
Okay.
I have a press conference, and we won't hear from the players until Thursday when they get back and get into practice. So they had a team meeting yesterday. We talked about it, right?
Whose team meeting?
Schottenheimer finally addressed all the players. They brought them in after the Marshawn Kneeland.
Oh, okay, cool. I understand that.
Brought everybody in. So
All right.
they had their first team meeting. I heard he was quite good on things he had to say.
Okay, wow.
So we'll hear from him tomorrow, like I said, in a press conference. And then the players, selected players, I think, will talk on Thursday.
Wow.
Anything taken from Jerry specifically about our two new acquisitions?
Yeah, he pointed out that Quinnen Williams, is comfortable being in Dallas. He said the two guys they traded for will hit the ground running. He said the linebacker, Logan Wilson, will fit right in, and he thought Williams will immediately give them a three-man rotation at defensive tackle, and that he should be able to step right in and play. No reason not to, right? He played all season long. Yeah. I think he thought they would fit right in. He talked about DeMarvion Overshown being eligible to play. They said fundamentally they expect him to step right in. We'll see how many snaps he's able to get. So that was an update on that. And
Where's Quinnen from?
Alabama.
Alabama.
Okay.
College, you meant?
I meant, no.
Oh.
Born based.
Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Jerry pointed out
Mr.
that
Jones?
Mr. Jones.
Okay. I just wonder who he's talking about. I call him Mr. Jones.
I call him Jerry.
Yeah, I ain't got it like that.
Of course you do.
I ain't got it like that.
I've been with him for 36 years.
I've been with him for 36 years, too, but I ain't got it like that. Every time I see that dude's name on my check, it just turns out to be Mr. Jones. Go ahead on.
You mean when you see him in the hallway, you still call him Mr.
Jones, yes, sir. Sometimes I call him Coach, boy. That really make him smile. I know I know how to kiss up, boy.
Better than Better than when Jesse Solomon arrived late. He called him boss.
That right there. Was you in the locker room? Was you?
Oh, he
No,
did
I
it
was
out.
not.
He did it out on
You
the
know I
track
was
at
there.
Valley Ranch.
Wow.
You know I would have said.
On that day right there, man, when Jerry looked round, the brothers with the. I ain't with it.
You know I was.
He turned on.
I was not there for that one.
I was there. I was like,
Oh man.
wow. But anyway, go ahead on. We don't want to.
Yeah.
We don't want to turn this into an ugly situation. Go ahead.
So he pointed out that they felt pretty good about Malik Hooker being able to return. Mm-hmm. And I think last week, before any of this stuff happened, Schottenheimer thought both safeties would be back, and which would help greatly with communication on defense instead of playing. So they played two backups in the pass game, and the one before they played a backup and a guy off the practice squad at safety. So he's hoping that those two guys coming back will help out. So, they'll get a little shot in the arm with the newcomers, I think, and maybe they can be okay on defense. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You hope better, but I'm just hoping for okay instead of 31st in every defensive category as they have been, which I think rubs off on what you're doing on offense, because now you don't take unnecessary chances.
No doubt.
Maybe you settle for a field goal instead of going for it on fourth down from
Well,
the 3-yard line.
that's the NFL that Nate's talking about. You can talk about offenses all you want. You can talk about a Patrick Mahomes type of player or a Josh Allen. When it comes down to it, guys, the NFL to me is still all about playing good defense.
Yes, it is.
Always been.
Yes,
about
it is.
playing good defense. We have the guys, quarterbacks, wide receivers, all of these guys. They make their money and they're extremely exciting. But when it's all said and done, you want your DB, you want your defensive lineman to go up there and whip somebody and do his job.
That's it.
That's what you want to do.
What is the immediate impact that you believe that Quentin Williams and Logan Wilson can have on this defense that is bottom of the barrel? Like
It's got to be the running game. He's got to improve our rush defense. That's just all it is to it. Get back to the basics. Right now, to me, we're working on next year. We're working on how we're going to be next year. What's going to be our strategy? How we're going to play defensively? Are we going to be more of a zone team? We're going to be more of a man-to-man team. Right now, we're working on what our strategy is.
Yes, sir.
Next year.
Yes, sir.
Our offense is still going to be our offense. Offensive line, these guys are going to grow together, I think, very well. This is all for stuff in the future. The upcoming games themselves, I think we're still going to be the same team. We're going to have a good running game. We're going to have a hell of a passing game.
Wow.
And right now, we're looking to see how our defense is going to look for next year.
stuff.
So the immediate future, you're basically saying status quo, that no impact will be made from acquiring a Quentin Wilson as far
Impact will
The
be
impact
made.
will be made, but it
yes.
won't help us as far as this season is
Yeah, the thing that with this dude, and you've talked about Quentin Williams forever. This dude he's a standard setter. This is what we expect. Mm-hmm. A lot of guys you can bump your gums, you can say whatever you want, but you have not set a standard around here of being able. If you look at the last 3 or 4 games that's been on TV, the national games, the Seattles, the Rams, these 2 games we saw with Pittsburgh, these defenses has dominated. You don't have but 4 elite quarterbacks that can take you into a playoff and put a team on the back. The rest of them are more complete teams. They got a nice defense, or they got an overpowering offensive line. You're going to have something that's elite about you when you don't have that quarterback that you can put. You get what I'm saying? And these are the teams that are adjusting along the way. The Patriots, 8-2. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you,
how are they getting it done? They don't have an elite quarterback.
They don't. The schedule has helped them tremendously, and they will see it when the preseason start. They'll see it, and then we'll find out what is elite
When the playoffs
about them.
start. When the playoffs.
Yeah, when it start, we will find out where they at. But for the Dallas Cowboys right now, it's game by game. just getting better. Getting to know you, Everson. Hey, my name is Quentin Williams. Want to get to know you, bro. When they say cover 2, that means deep is the deepest man.
Right.
That ain't mean coming in and do what you want to do like you did before you got hurt. Come back and do what you're supposed to do. It's a standard now.
Okay, and guys like Malik Hooker coming back.
Yes.
You're getting Donovan Wilson.
Yes.
And you could possibly get your linebacking core back intact as well. I mean, with all the people were talking before about reinforcements on the defense coming through, none of those things move the needle for you either with the rest of the games that you have coming up.
Yes, it does. It moves the needle in the right direction. You have to crawl before you can walk, and then when you get to walking,
not taking the bait at all.
Yeah. Nah. What bait you?
Never mind.
You gotta explain to us. What do you want? What's your needle? What's your needle? Where you trying to get to? I'm half full. Where you trying to get to?
You got it.
But that's half full for next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. This year it's empty. What I mean by empty is I don't see playoffs in our future for this season. I could be, I hope I'm wrong. I hope some miracle comes around that we've been praying for the past 6-7 years that could happen when we're in this lowly position that we're in now. I don't think it's going to happen because it hasn't happened yet. If you show me that you've got some type of ability just to make a run, and you haven't shown me that. You haven't shown me that in 2016, 17, 18, that you can make a run that's needed to be made. In this situation, we've been in the front of the NFC East. We've been at the top of it. Now we're trying to work our way up. I don't see us being able to do that this year.
You have won, you have lost. You have won, you have lost. You won at home. You won at home, then you lost at home. You're too inconsistent. Now you're asking one or two guys to come here and say, hey, we're going to stop the inconsistency. First, we're going to take this step. This thing is about steps, right? We're going to slow down the run from 180 yards a game when we face a great opponent, 180, 90 yards. Let's get this thing down to 130. Instead of giving up 31.5 points a game, hey, let's get it down to 25. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if I said it the right way. Or
you did.
No, you
did.
Exactly right.
Mickey, help me.
What would you think? And I'm not saying it's going to happen, right?
Right.
What if they win the next 2 games?
Who are the opponents?
Vegas.
Okay, all right.
Eagles at home.
Okay, the Eagles are coming here.
Yeah.
Yes.
If they win them 2 games, I'm going to say thank God for Quentin Williams. And then I'm going to leave it at that.
Could you go into Thanksgiving at 5-5-1?
Yeah.
And even if you lose that, are the Bears at 6-3 going to hang in there?
This thing will have to play out. This thing is.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's
it's a possibility. The probability is not great, but there is a possibility.
I tell people that right here.
Now, we talked about the defense, right? Can the offensive line get back to playing the way it once did?
That is a question I've been trying to put with people forever is if our offensive line become a B, we will not be stopped. I promise you. Even with a so-so, I'm talking about a 29 defense. If our offensive line was it, we would not be stopped because you can't stop our wide receivers. All we need is for our tight end is to be a little bit above average. And now the running back, put who you want back there. Because now I always got a light box. Always got a light box, but that ain't the reality of it. The reality of it is our offensive line is not that.
Well, guys.
And they've got to get, I think, healthier on that offensive line too.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
You know, your best guy is trying to play through a knee, Tyler Smith.
I mean a bad knee, not just a bad knee.
Yeah.
Is that what's going on with
Yes, sir. I watched some film, and I call this young man, I say, our left guard is in tremendous pain. He's and it's one of them injuries. I've had that injury where 2 plays I could jack you up, throw you on your back, and the next 2 plays I'll be on my back because I'll be in so much pain. He's hurting.
So, guys, before we go to break, I want y'all to think about the courting phase that you had with your wife before you got married, because I want to tell you that the courting phase with George Pickens is over. Right. We'll have a debate about that coming up next here on Mick Shots.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, Cowboy fans, if you're thinking about attending a game this season, visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today. Stay at the team hotel, have dinner with a Cowboys legend, and experience the best sports venue in the world, AT&T Stadium. Also, tour the Star, get autographs from your favorite players, and talk X's and O's with me, Mickey Spagnola. The official travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys will take care of all your travel needs. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your package today.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
The National Medal of Honor Museum is now open in Arlington, Texas, just a few blocks from AT&T Stadium. Immersive exhibits and exciting technology allow you to fly a rescue helicopter mission in Vietnam and have conversations with virtual Medal of Honor recipients. Come be inspired by these incredible stories of ordinary Americans who did the extraordinary. Get your tickets at mohmuseum.org.
Back to Mick Shots.
Get in the game this holiday season with Dallas Cowboys youth football and dance camps presented by Invisalign. Athletes ages 6 to 16 take the holiday hustle to football camps on December 23rd and 27th. Future DCCs sparkle with America's sweethearts on December 27th. Spend your holiday break learning from the best. Register before December 1st to save $25. Visit DallasCowboys.com/camps to learn more. Damn, that was long. All
right. We are back in action here on Mick Shots, and I went to a break asking you guys about the courting stage. And look, guys, when I first courted my wife, I had my representative all the way up on the phone late night talking. And then it finally got to the point where, hey, we got to seal the deal on this thing. I am in the same lane with my man George Pickens right now because we've tinkered around with the idea. We've talked about who's number one, who's number two, who's this, who's that. And we've seen defenses make their adjustments as well. Now, I'm seeing this like this. Instead of two targets for this guy, 3 for another guy, 1 for another, double his. Give him more targets. Not to take anything away from CeeDee Lamb, but we are there. We're at that part in the season where we have this extra special wide receiver. Let's take advantage of that. What say you?
Well, it's kind of hard to be balanced in that regard. As far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't worry about balance. I would just worry about need. I look at Pickens as, and I've said it before, not D. Ware, but Dez Bryant type of player. If it's one-on-one, you're not going to stop him. If the ball is 50-50, it's his. You look at CeeDee Lamb, you're talking about a guy that can route you up. There's a difference between the guy who's 50-50 and the guy that can route you up. The guy that's 50-50, he don't run routes. He just wants to just body you up, make the play over you.
Right.
When you're talking about a guy like CeeDee Lamb, man, he's going to set you up with all kind of moves. But the problem I see with that, at times when you press someone like CeeDee, it takes a little bit more of a risk looking for him down the field. When you get someone pressed on Pickens,
in trouble
right away.
Yeah.
You know where you're going. So I'm with you. I hope that he does get more catches in crucial situations. I like CD on first downs and second downs. I like Pickens all the time.
Yeah.
I like him, especially on when we need him in the red zone. I like him when we need him down in the goal line, and I like him when we need to move those chains on fourth down. He is a clutch receiver because of the hands and the strength that he has in his arms.
So when they were averaging 40 points a game, was there something wrong?
No.
So have teams defensive caught up these last two games? Or is the offensive line not giving Dak the ability to stand in the pocket and have enough time to decide
Can both things
where
be
he's
true?
going?
Can both things be true?
What's that?
Can defenses made an adjustment, and the fact that the offensive line has struggled over the last couple of games?
I think we'll have an answer to that Monday night. Because the Raiders are struggling, right? Now, if they followed some blueprint that somebody else set out there, then, yeah, it's the latter. But before that, no one made a big deal on who was getting the ball. They were both, and they were scoring 40 points a game. So I don't know that you got to go into the game and say, he's getting 10 targets, he's getting 5 targets.
The head
just
coach,
play football.
Yeah. The head coach has already settled that. He don't call schemes, he calls players for players.
For plays.
So he's already settled that. The thing we have here, fellas, we only have one issue. And this issue is not a good enough offensive line. And I'll go back to last night. A.J. Brown is their guy for Philadelphia. But who made the plays?
Yeah.
Was it not the other guy making the plays? The coach saw something, so he made adjustments. It's a chess match. This ain't high school. This ain't a high-level college. This is a chess match. So now he's like, okay, I know what A.J. going to write today, but I need to win this game tonight. I know what Nate going to say about CD, but right now, George is giving me what I need. Oh, okay, they doubling George. We ain't going to mess with that. CD, route him up. Right. It's just whatever the coaches want to be done, but you're not going to accomplish none of that until this offensive line get better. I don't care what you do.
And me and Spags talked about this earlier. I just think it's because they played against better defensive linemen, a better defensive front. Wrong or right? Talk to me. Wrong or right? These last two games that we talked about, was it because we weren't playing well together, or was it just that we played against a hell of a defensive line?
When you play against a better defensive line, and I challenge him that all the time, I say, what happens when you play against equal or better talent? If this defensive unit is better than your offensive line unit, you're going to catch it all day because Dak ain't got but so much Houdini in him. So, boom, Carolina. That's a better defense. I don't care who we put up there.
We said
that's
it
a better defensive line. Denver. Come on, man. Yeah, they got 40-something sacks right now, and no matter who they done played, they got 40-something sacks. So when they say, you know what, we're going to take ready to run, and we're going to make you pass this thing, we're going to eat you alive. They done did it to everybody. Right. It don't matter. Until your offensive line get healthy and play together, now we can't be stopped. I told you this. We can't be stopped outside. You cannot be stopped. The only thing that can stop you is your offensive line.
Nate, if you throw 36 passes, how many of those passes are going to CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens? If you throw 36
just split them up. I don't care.
Yeah.
If I throw 36 passes, split them up. I don't care.
30 needs to go to one of the two.
Yeah. I mean, don't throw it to Flournoy. I've always been that way. Y'all know me.
That's my
Y'all
point.
know me. I don't believe in the backup theory because I don't believe in the backup theory. I'm sorry. I ain't going to never believe in that.
That's messy.
I believe in if you got – and then look at him, man. If I'm an owner and I'm looking – if you spending my money and everybody's like, man, sign sign George. And I'm able to sign George. And then we leave. We have a 3-game stretch, and George don't get but 16 attempts. Oh, hold on now. Hey, Iverson, man, you got to talk in the office. What is wrong? If CD got 12, hey, bro, because we better have 3 victories. We better have 3 victories. When you pay people, you got to give it to the stars. Last night, the stars won the game, not the third team guy. I love you, Flournoy. I love you. I really do. But, nah, bro. Sorry.
Nor the guy making $47 million a year.
Who is that now?
Somebody should have had a sack last night.
No, I'm not going at that kid. That kid played the game and won.
He's talking about Mike.
I know. And he played the game and won.
He played the game and won.
That's what I mean, the negotiation.
Yeah, he played the game and won.
No. But I'm saying what you just said.
Yeah.
If you
get paid that type of money, you should
get
yes, sir.
one sack.
Yes, sir. But you know what? When you have a talent like that, shouldn't the other guys that's running free make a play too?
Somebody.
My thing is this here. I made up in my mind. There's certain guys I'm through it. I attacked this kid while he was here. He's somebody else's problem now.
You like Stephen Jones.
Yeah.
He's in our past.
Yeah, I can't.
I believe that's what he said.
That's what he said.
You know, I mean,
he
gone, man. God be with that kid, man. For real. What I need now is for Quentin Williams. What I need now is for Clark to make our team better. Mm-hmm. These are the 2 defensive linemen that I'm depending on. Kenny Clark and Quentin Williams, they're going to make us better. That's what I'm depending on.
Yeah. But and I'm still pessimistic. I don't think that it will amount to us getting into the playoffs this year. I cannot see Philadelphia pulling another Houdini act like they
disappear
in the latter part of the season. Guys, this team is well coached. They're well led. And when you win games like you won last night, that lets you know you can win any type of game.
Just win.
Just win.
Graham, get up off the couch.
Off the couch.
Graham, get up off the couch.
And Phillips comes in from Miami. Yeah. Immediate
impact.
Come on, man.
Right away. To your point, you have a Jalen Carter in the middle of that defense, and now
batted not one but 2 passes.
And Phillips now comes in to the Eagles' defensive line, and you can see him in one-on-one and what made him the draft pick that he was, just because of the impact, of having a guy, a tone setter in the middle of that defensive line. But hey, you guys agreed with me on the targets for George Pickens, by the way. Y'all just had a bunch of words to say with it. Nate is very wordy today. But we're going to take our last break.
Who's judging? Who's judging who agreed with who?
Yeah.
You're wordy.
Hey,
He's not wordy. You're wordy.
we're going to take our last break and return here on Mick Shots.
I like that. Wordy.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal, writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide, because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with pre-game sideline access and photo ops with current players, cheerleaders, and Cowboy legends. You want to stay at a team hotel, attend the best tailgate party in Texas, tour the Star, and talk X's and O's with me, Everson Walls? With Star Sports Tours, you can. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
The National Medal of Honor Museum is now open in Arlington, Texas, just a few blocks from AT&T Stadium. Immersive exhibits and exciting technology allow you to fly a rescue helicopter mission in Vietnam and have conversations with virtual Medal of Honor recipients. Come be inspired by these incredible stories of ordinary Americans who did the extraordinary. Get your tickets at mohmuseum.org.
Back to Mick Shots.
Cowboys Nation, Tom Gibson has been named your 2025 Dallas Cowboys Fan of the Year, presented by Captain Morgan for his dedication to the team and spicing up the game. Vote for Tom to be named the ultimate NFL Fan of the Year at NFL.com/Fan of the Year.
This is Mick Shots. I'm Heckma Harrison. He's Mickey Spagnola. Everson Walls is here, and Nate Newton is in the building.
Hey.
With the dissertation from Nate, that last segment. Guys,
and by the way, I quoted you yesterday when we were talking about Paul Tagliabue.
Yes, I heard. I told him to give you a honey bun, man. You was right.
Saved your career.
Saved my fatness.
Yeah,
saved my fatness.
That made it in vogue. For guys to be 300 pounds.
Yeah,
in the league
and greasy.
Could you have dealt with the steroid dude like what's his name?
Mandrich.
Mandrich.
Man, Mandrich, man. Bless his heart, man. I'm not.
Bless his heart.
Bless his heart. He got the league, man. He got him. He got paid. He got him, bro.
So when you showed up, who was the next heaviest offensive lineman in
Crawford Kerr, probably about 278.
Yeah,
that's all Crawford weight.
Yeah, about 278.
He was so huge, man.
Yeah, just full of water. That's what steroids do. Full of water. I mean, you know who Mandrich's best friend is, right? The dermatologist. He had boils all in his face.
It's your deal, man.
You are wrong.
I had a fat problem. He had a boil problem. Yeah. There's some zits in your face, not the balls, dog.
Oh, man. Yeah. So, guys.
Crawford Kerr, Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
At 278.
278, 280.
Yeah, they call him skinny in the league now.
Tom Rafferty was still playing center.
Yeah, 260, 265.
Gogan was my man. Gog was my dude, man.
Yeah.
Now, Gog put on some weight.
Now, he was over 3, right?
Yeah, Gog was
over 3.
Yeah. We were both fighting that weight, man.
Then Gesick showed up, and he wasn't no 300.
Yeah.
Gog was fighting everybody.
I mean, we was up in the mountains, walking. Trying to lose that weight. Gog said, man, you want some of this? I said, no. 2 weeks later, he's suspended.
I love me some Gogan, man. Love me some Kevin Gogan.
Yeah, man, big Gog.
He got your back, boy.
So, Mick, I got to ask you, what would a win in Las Vegas mean for this team, emotionally and competitively, if they were able to get a win?
Yeah, I think it would remind them that, okay, we got to play football. And I was going to ask you guys. I mean, I think it would mean a lot emotionally. But if you pull out the head coach manual, it probably doesn't say, here's how you deal with what happened. Right? No. So what would you tell the guys to all of a sudden turn the switch to saying football's important? Because I think that's going to be the difficult thing they have to face. I don't know what you do. What do you say if you're coaching that team?
That's a tough one. I know, when you start talking about football is a lifeline for a lot of these guys. I mean, some of them don't graduate from college, have an opportunity to better themselves through sports. I know that's what I did when I was in high school. Having some.
You didn't graduate?
I did graduate, but I was also having some issues at home in the community and things of that nature. And football was something that kind of brought structure to my life, and I really needed that at that time, especially my senior year in high school. I hadn't played my junior year, didn't play any sports, and then all of a sudden I'm playing football for Bergner High School, and it gave me some type of sense of responsibility and purpose and like I said, some structure. So, this is something that guys in the locker room need to understand that, it's okay to lean on one of your fellow teammates. You know, you don't go out somewhere, you know, and feel that you need to be by yourself. Sometimes you don't need to be by yourself.
Yep,
sometimes you need to be with your teammates, and because you guys understand together, you know, exactly what y'all are going through. And sometimes, man, you know, just to be simple, misery loves company. It really does. It's better for you if you're feeling that way, for you to understand that, you know, you got guys in this locker room that are, you know, they're on your side. They're on your side, not just on the field, but we're talking about, when you're talking about something like this situation, when all the guys have to come together and understand and commiserate, that's something that, you know, you don't want to think about, but it is necessary at times.
I thought Jerry hit two chords.
Mr. Jones?
Yes. Hit two chords this morning. One talking about how Marshawn's death sort of sends a message out there that if you need help, go get help. The other thing about playing football again, he said, so you go back to work in memory of what Marshawn Kneeland was about. Like, go play in his memory to show that, you know, he was one of those guys. And I remember talking to, you know, people have interviewed Greg Ellis, because Ellis was the defensive line coach last year. And the first thing Ellis said was that the player reminded him not only of himself, but DeMarcus Lawrence. Played hard, perpetual motion, and could play the position not just as a guy seeking sacks, but a guy that was playing football that would play the run. And so when Jerry said that, you know, you're kind of going out there and work in memory of him, I said, well, that probably would resonate.
Yeah.
I was just trying to think, how else do you get these guys out of the malaise they're probably in right now? And I think the good thing, maybe there's time, I don't know, because the last two times that's happened here, they had to play the game the next day. And they did.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is a kind of a touchy thing. And I don't know, like I said, there's no manual. Well, this is the way you handle it, right? The emotional part of it. Because you guys know when you play, it's emotion, right?
It's got to start from the individual. It has to start from the
There you go, right there.
Yeah, one guy, you got to understand how important you are to this team.
And to your family.
That's it.
And to life itself, and to your family, and to life just itself.
And so that's something that, you know, we got to realize, you know, and I talked about this, we talked about this yesterday. You know, there are guys out there, man, we don't know what they're going through. And I'm not just talking about guys in the locker room. We talked about this yesterday. We're talking about people walking in this building, people that work in this building. You know, it kind of brings a light to just individual problems that people have. And so as we sit here and critique, and we talked about this yesterday, as we sit here and critique, you know, we don't necessarily think about all the ramifications of what our words might mean to another player. But when it's all said and done, that individual player has to believe in himself, and he has to believe that he has a teammate that he can depend on. And that teammate don't have to be in the locker room. It could be out here. It could be at home.
Yeah.
You see, for me, it's a spiritual thing for me. You know, I have something that's higher that shows me that I'm very important. So, you know, I tell people, you know, I stay away from that spiritual thing because it runs folks away who don't understand that it's a higher being that I worship. So when I see a guy like Marshawn go through what he just went through, it's final. You don't have a second chance. And the people that you leave behind need you.
Yeah. And so, that's what we talked about.
And so that's what I try to tell people that are listening to me. However, you got to find that balance. Because one thing is for sure, it's no tomorrow. That thing brings no tomorrow. But if you can find a friend or something that you believe in, that can bring tomorrow. Right. Now you can start to work your problems out. People say, well, the monster's in your head. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know the monster's in your head unless you tell me. So far as what I'm telling my team, here today, gone tomorrow. And it could be death is ugly, no matter whether it's car wreck whether it's suicide, whether it's just walking down the street and somebody do something crazy to you. But if you got a chance to walk through these doors, walk on that field, you be the best you can be.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's all you can control.
I've heard several people in the media say that Brian Schottenheimer is the perfect coach for this situation that's happened. And I've had every time I've heard that statement, I've eyebrow raised because like Mickey just said, there's no manual to something tragic like this happening. I feel like just on my part as a head coach, he's got a call to all of those guys out there to unite. Whatever was going on before, and where you're going in the future as a team, because unfortunately, we got a game on Monday. And life, we still have, and although the NFL and everybody mourns with us, we are in a win business, and that's not going to stop anything. And so Brian Schottenheimer in his first year as a coach has been thrown a very serious situation, man. And I'm very curious to see the way that he galvanizes these players through this, because man, this has got to be something tough that they're going to be dealing with throughout the rest of the season, into next season, for the younger guys, for the people that's going to come in and talk to these guys, for the guys that's already on the team that are already activists out in the community, like Dak and Solomon Thomas and guys like that have their foundations. How do you deal with that as a team, as everybody in the building, not only everybody, for Mickey, for everybody that reports on the team, how do they deal with it? How do they go forward with it? And that's a hell of a thing to thrust on people.
I think this is a time where we need to understand that it's not about names. We always try to put the popular guy out there and all of that. This is about the most least known person on the roster, okay? He might be the one that might help someone. So as much as we talk about superstars and things of that nature, there's no status in suicide at all, or the survival of it.
And the thing that this is what living brings. You said unfortunately. No, fortunately, they have a game come Monday. Fortunately, you are still breathing. Fortunately, you are still breathing. Same with you, Mick. Fortunately,
life goes on.
Life goes on.
Yeah.
Because if you're not enjoying life, people always ask me why I'm enjoying life, and I've talked to you about it. I'm going to keep enjoying life. And I hope that by you seeing me say, hey, man, what brings that out of you, Nate? What brings that out of you, Mick? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you say you want to ask everybody every day, how they doing? Fortunately, you can do that.
Yeah. No, that's the blessing. That's the blessing in this. And I only meant from that is that with that final that death is, for the people that's mourning, that's trying to go past that, and you may not have a situation where you can get into a good enough headspace by then. So, guys, that's been a great show. Yep. We did our thing today. Billy will be back.
Billy William.
Bill will be back.
I don't know if Thursday will be Thursday for him, because I think they moved Thursday to Wednesday.
Oh, Lord.
So Billy may not be back tomorrow, but we'll get an opportunity to do this thing again. And I've never had Nate just sitting there with the clock and showing me what time it is. Thank you for the hard
showing off his wife.
That's what I thought it was at first. No, he's showing me the time. I got a clock right here behind me, Nate. I'm keeping up with it.
I mean, who is the one that was stumbling, mumbling all night? He's trying to call me the wordy.
Hey, go on, hit us with Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys.
All right.
Fortunately.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this,